Hey folks, Jerome Forsford here. It's 2:45 p.m. on May 8, 2025 in Western Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is 16 degrees outside on a partly cloudy afternoon in the city. In this video, I walk for 2 kilometers, starting outside of the Glenmore at 1885 Barclay, then show east on Barclay, north on Denman, east on Robson, and north on Thurlow, ending my trek at Burrard SkyTrain Station. To support the channel, click the heart icon to send me a super thanks. For updates, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at jforswood. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe.
I don't like beers.
I barely have a beer. Mine's usually.
Hey folks, Jerome Forsford here. Just walking along Denman Street here. We just turned off Barclay Street. Started over at the Glenmore building. There's a nice bench parked outside of the building. And now we're walking north on Denman Street, here in the West End. It is a nice sunny day outside, around 17 degrees, so definitely a good day to get out and about.
Return it. Then all of my friends here.
Over here on Denman Street, this is your foodie heaven. You can come and try all sorts of different types of food. From Western and European fare, you got Ukrainian and Spanish. Here on the strip, your North American fare, as well as your Latin fare and your Pan-Asian variety of different types of foods you can try. It's definitely an eclectic mix down here. So if you're looking for a place to explore a little bit of the culinary outlook of Vancouver and the broader metro area, this is one of the places definitely to come, where you can do it all on one strip. The intersection of Denman and Robson Street. And we're just waiting for the light to change. There we go.
Usually they're not.
I'm gonna stroll along Robson Street here. This is all the shops and restaurants on this section are also part of the Robson Retail District, not the Denman Retail District. But they pretty much blend into each other down here at the bottom of the hill, and partway down the hill as well. Once you hit the hill, that's where you start to get a lot more of the restaurants and a lot less of the shops, unless they're local services like the West End Pharmacy, that type of thing. Local dental groups, and so on and so forth. You can see there's a lot of people out and about for a Thursday afternoon in the middle of the workday. It is just after 2 p.m. And that's pretty normal for a busy city like Vancouver. Of course, what's busy over here is relative, as in other cities it would be much busier at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, including Toronto and New York City and even Hong Kong, where there's a heck of a lot more people. While Vancouver is known as the big city on the west coast, it's really our little big city on the west coast. Here in Canada, there's our local Whole Foods grocery store. They do a really good job at ready-mades. And you can find some deals in there. There are some people that think that's the affluent grocery store. And they don't understand that some of the prices are a little bit higher because of the ready-mades. You have a larger selection of ready-made foods that come in at more of a deal. Then of course you got to raise your produce prices and everything else. Because you got to pay for that extra labor to make all that stuff. The intersection of Cardero and Robson Street. We're just waiting for the light to change. This building over here is going to come down soon. Going to get replaced with a couple towers. Used to be a popular spot for Korean barbecue. Huge Korean barbecue and karaoke place. Private meeting rooms and all that stuff. Now it's been gutted. The windows have been boarded up. It'll be that way for a little bit longer. It usually takes a little bit of time to get the shovels in the ground and the building demolished and then the shovels in the ground. Because of course they have to go through all of the municipal regulations, make sure all the power is properly turned off, make sure that the building's been checked, because we have older buildings over here on the west end. See if there's any asbestos that needs to be taken out. You know, normal safety procedures, but they do take time. Across the street here. And we'll continue walking on Robson Street here. Just across Nicola. So you get a mix of the new and the old. There's the old Riviera Tower right here. And then if you go across the street here, here's the new towers. Over at the Landmark on Robson Street building. One of our newest buildings on the strip.
And my mom like, oh.
This is Grafton Street. Oh, just entered it as the light changed. So when that happens, just calmly continue to go. As you can see though, the Riviera used to be one of the taller buildings on the strip. It is no longer. So we have much, much larger towers now. Upwards of 30 floors. And more than to come with the Lisdale Hotel coming down. And the restaurant Forage and the Jervis Joint. Little bar and restaurants also going away because they're gonna build a new hotel there with some rental units in it and some condominium units as well. Let's keep walking here on Robson Street. Just walking past the Robson Plaza building. It's got a Hainan supermarket up above and JJ Market down below, as well as the popular Makati. And the local Bella Gelateria. Or Gelateria.
No, the white guy was the guy called.
Let's keep strolling here. We're now into the main retail stretch of the Robson Retail District. This is where the restaurants start to thin out and the services start to fill in. Our big first service right on over here, Shenanigans, is no more. Just has the sign here that says closed until further notice. It looks like it closed down during the recent Great World event and still closed until further notice. Meanwhile, the big service right on over here is the Blue Horizon Hotel. And then after, once you cross Butte Street here, start getting into more of the services and shops, like banks and telephone companies, and clothing stores. This is the new stretch right here of the Butte Robson Pedestrian Plaza. They're continuing to work on it on the other side of the street still. Yeah, it looks like it's coming along fairly well. So we'll see how it turns out. Got some new benches that people are using. Quite frequently. It's good to see.
And the moment people were yelling.
Let's keep walking here. We're just passing the John Robson place. One of the local office buildings here on the Robson Strip with shops like Until Tattoo and Bell and Swatch down below. In a lot of our office buildings these days, there is office space for lease. So if you're looking to set up an office over here and you're interested in being in the downtown floor and you can afford it, that's one of the keys. You can afford it. For your business, there definitely is space. There's some buildings that just have obviously empty space. You can definitely see that when you're walking across from Granville Square along the Granville Square Bridge, footbridge. And look into the building across the street. There's definitely a few floors over there that have some empty space. And other buildings like the John Robson building over here have office space for lease signs up on the outside of their buildings. So there's definitely space if you are looking for it. Turn this way. This is Thurlow Street. We're passing by Joe Forte's right on over here. It's a local institution. It's your steak and seafood restaurant here in town. And Joe Forte's is an iconic name. He's one of the original lifeguards who worked down at English Bay Beach back in the day. That was in the early turn of the 20th century. So that would be the 1900s. This is the intersection of Alberni and Thurlow Street. And of course, you can check that out. Joe Forte's has his own Wikipedia page, which is pretty cool. A great starting point, which from there you can jump to some more relevant reference material. Wikipedia is definitely a good spot. There goes Buster's. Do not park your car illegally. They go around looking for cars that are parked illegally, and then they tow them. And then you gotta go get it out of the impound yard if you got towed, even if you're driving an Evo. The intersection of West Georgia and Thurlow Street. I'll cross the street in just a moment. There we go. Another turn. Oh, we'll keep walking here. Look at those mountains. poking out between the buildings. Just epic. I was over there just yesterday, North Vancouver. Filmed a video and did a live stream. So we'll turn here, turning on the Melville Street. Where you can find one of the local parking garages. It has electric spots in it too. So definitely something to consider. It's always good before, if you do have an electric car you want to charge it, just to ask if there is someone at the till. If there's no one at the till, then you gotta go look yourself. But just to ask, hey, are the electric spots open? Sometimes they even have websites. But you're gonna have to check that out. I am not a frequent driver. I do drive the work truck every once in a while. But beyond that, I am not a frequent driver. Looks like they're studying the holes. There's new wombat ferrets or something like that. A larger type of squirrel that's moving into Vancouver. And they are native to the province of British Columbia, so it's no big surprise, but they haven't lived here in quite a while. You have researchers all over looking at different holes, trying to figure out if they've moved in or not in different spots. It's interesting to see. I read about it in Vancouver's Awesome, one of the local blogs. I think I also caught another story about it in the CTV News. Two clicks and we're back up. There we go. Oh, the police are over here. Looks like there was a disagreement. We'll leave it at that. Two clicks and we're back up. There are people that will egg you into disagreements, so just keep it cool if you ever find yourself in that situation. Because if you don't, that's usually when the police show up. Anyways, folks, thanks for coming along. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Have a good day.